job. And if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shot. Because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. There he goes. Still on his feet. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Terrapins back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And the Terrapins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
It really doesn't matter how big a boy you are. You can be huge out there, a wide receiver like that guy is. If you don't set your feet first, you're not going to be accurate with the throw. You can't make sure you give that wide receiver a chance to win a jump ball if you don't get those feet set first.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man down the middle. And the defense jumps on it, and they get the turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So Miami's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Dropping back. It's done. A little release to the back.
And that swing pass is basically just an extension of the run game. Trying to get the back out on the perimeter of the field, but nice job by the defense making a tackle.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. The Hurricanes will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Terrapins want to crank the tempo.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his target down the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient five-way scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air. It's done. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. On target. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's done. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Not much there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Watkins. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Catch in the middle. It's Watkins. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The Terrapins look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Watkins. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They just keep firing. The sure hands, it's Watkins.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Pucks it out of the air. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50 burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to just figure something out.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Now on the move. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's done. Trying to set up the screen. Gets away from one, he's got space. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. On the move, he fires. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And the runner is down, and so is a flag. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the 45. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Terrapins will hustle to the line. Back to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quickly complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. There he goes to the right. The 20. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to threat the field position with the return. The Hurricanes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Miami!
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Got the first down and more. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Making side adjustments here. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Terrapins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. And the Canes moving quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit, because they have been able to...
Breaks into the open. Oh, he's got a chance. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game started.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Hurricanes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Here we go, here we go. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll try the run all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him.
Man, I'll tell you, you just can't quantify how much this guy has meant to his offense running the football. Leads the nation in rushing yards. He's the guy with a target on his back. Every time they take the field, the defense knows who they have to stop. And still, this guy churns out big run after big run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Terrapins started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. To the ground with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Snags it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Maryland! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
And they love finding the big tight end. Hard to overthrow the big fellas with the big reach, the nice mitts, nice catch by the tight end.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Back to throw, it's done. Stands in and takes the hit. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Canes will punt it away on 4th down. And the returner will be brought down. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Terrapins headed quickly to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Turning it on! They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Using the quick game. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. East Carolina is running away with things, and I'm not sure anyone inside that program saw this coming today. They're up by 17 over Old Dominion. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Give to the running back. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much.
The quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Here comes the heat. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Canes will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Quickly to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Get him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
He did not hesitate, going for it on 4th and short from the 49. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
He'll take it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He's got it still on his feet. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Defense uses a time. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Howard. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After a drive this long, a field goal will be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. That is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. New set of downs after the completion.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Looking downfield, it's done. Makes the grab. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Canes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man quickly. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. And the Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets to give. Across the 25, he's got room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Looking to throw on first down. Swings it out to the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on second down. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a 1-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.